you want me to go over there, I'll get the police to come over here and escort you off his property.
Actually,
all right? Just because you're acting like a big boy in front of these guys that can skate, don't. He can film it all he wants.
film what?
I don't care. Go ahead, act like a clown in front of him.
I'm not a clown.
And I'll call them over here and escort
I'm
you off
not
the
in
property.
the circus. I'm not a clown. Clowns belong in the circus. I'm not a clown. Please don't talk about me.
And act your age.
I'm my
I hear you say what I heard you say before. I'll grab you by your shirt and drag you
Nah,
over there.
you won't touch me.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
And I'll do it in front of these guys too, with him filming it.
Well, you can do it in front of my baby.
Excuse me?
You can do it in front of my baby.
You're a little idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
Yes, you are.
But did
Get
I
your
go
little
to
skateboard
college?
and get some wheels and trucks on that thing.
Yeah, get some
Stop being a
wheels.
little clown.
Oh, and get a bigger dick.
What's that? What's that?
What?
What is that?
I thought you could hear me.
Say it again, you little punk.
I'm a little punk. Says the one who's messing with a 14-year-old. And what are you, 37?
Actually, I'm 40. And I have no problem beating the mess out of you.
Oh, if you touch me, I swear to God, bro.
You swear to God what?
I will get my
You
gang
will
on
definitely
you.
swear to God.
I will get my gang on you, bro.
Your gang? What do y'all have to do? Steal my milk money? These guys don't give two shits about you.
Yeah, two
They
shits.
just think you're a joke.
Oh, I think you're a joke, old man.
I don't give two shits, son.
I'm not your son, bro.
You got that right.
First off, before I even get into this commentary, shout out to this little black boy for standing up for himself and not backing down, and then not really taking this guy seriously with his, I guess he would say, empty threats, because he was trying to scare and intimidate this little black boy. Now, I don't know when this video was actually recorded or when it was, like, you know, when it actually happened or occurred, but the video actually went pretty much viral around social media this week. And by the way, I'm recording it on April 11th, 2025. I saw the video actually yesterday on the 10th. That's when I first saw it. I bookmarked it because I had planned on talking about it. So as y'all saw in the video, you had this, it was a little black boy. He said he's 14 years old and he was at the park probably with his friends, and he got confronted by this white man who said that he's 40. And I'm gonna be honest with you, even with the bad video quality, he sounded and kind of looked older than 40, but you know how that goes. We don't have to get into all of that. And he basically confronted this little black boy for whatever reason. I don't know if there was a confrontation between him and the boy prior to this. It sounded like something definitely did happen before this. I don't know what happened. And then he confronted him about something, and then he decided that he was going to talk to him. And notice he talked to him through the fence. And one thing I will commend the boy on is that even though they were close, one, there's a fence that's dividing them, but two, I'm glad that the boy did not get close to the fence where that guy could have like literally snatched him and like started to like, you know, try to hit him through the fence. I'm glad he kept his distance. So that shows that the boy definitely has some situational and environmental awareness about what is going on in as far as this is concerned. But then everything kind of really took a turn when the white guy just started to threaten the boy. Like he said he was going to snatch him up, or he was going to do like hit him or assault him and all types of stuff. And then the boy just kind of looked at him and was like, okay, you keep saying that, but if you touch me, where have we heard that before? Well, it's ironic this video pops up. He says, do you touch me? He said, I'm not going to do nothing. He said, I'm going to get my gang on you and all types of stuff like that. So I don't know. So apparently the people or the person that was recording it was with this boy. And I'm glad that the person who was recording it didn't jump in and try. He let the boy handle his business because he knew he probably knew he could handle himself. And then at that point, it became a thing of where the little black boy just started trolling this guy because he was like, okay, I can't take this guy seriously. So I'm just going to say things that's going to upset him, that's going to piss him off, but I'm going to get a little chuckle out of it at the end of the day. One thing about black people is that we know how to roast better than most. I didn't even expect to have it rhyme like that. I mean, hold on, let me see something here. We know how to roast better than most. And he couldn't handle it. So he started just saying all types of stuff. The white guy tried to taunt him and saying that you're a clown. And he says, I'm not a clown. He says, clowns belong in a circus. I'm not a part of a circus. Therefore, I'm not a clown. I'm just kind of paraphrasing it and saying a whole bunch of other things. But the thing that got the white guy the most, and I'm sure y'all heard it, because I think this is the part of the video when I watched it for the first time that made my jaw drop, because I couldn't believe the little boy actually said it. This is why I say we roast better than most. Was as the white guy was walking off, and the boy said, "You need a bigger D." And when I heard that, I said, "Wow!" And here's the thing: the boy didn't even say it that loud. He said it what we consider under his breath, where it's not much of a whisper, but where the person who's near and closest to them can say it, because there was some distance, because the white guy started to walk off after he said that, and he said, "What did you say?" He heard that. He heard that because at that point he made him feel inadequate. He made him feel inferior even to him, even to a 14-year-old boy. And he was like, "What?" He said, "I thought you said you couldn't hear me." But he heard that. So, hey, a hit dog will holler. So I thought that was probably the funniest part of the video, in my honest opinion, was when he said that. But kudos to the little black boy that he didn't stand down to this dude. He didn't get scared. He didn't get intimidated. He didn't cry or anything like that. But this shows you the tide is turning, because this 40-year-old white man in his grown state, even though he's acting very childish, thought he was going to punk this little boy, and it didn't work. And I think that's what probably made him even more irate in the situation. And that's why he started saying things in a quote unquote threatening manner, because literally he was threatening to assault this boy. You can't deny it. Of course, the usual suspects are going to come back and they're going to look at this and say to themselves, "Oh, what did the little boy do to this guy to make him act this way?" Instead of saying, "Oh, this guy was wrong," whatever it is, that happened with the boy, you shouldn't, as the adult, you should not have threatened to assault him. See, they don't like, when it comes to situations like these, a lot of them do not like to take the mature way about it. So they'll go the childish way too. They're basically telling on themselves, because how this man acted in this video towards this boy is exactly how many of them would act if they were in this scenario. They're telling on themselves. They're literally telling on themselves about what they would do if they were in this man's shoes. Some of them would probably go the distance and go even worse, or go even harder than what this guy did. Some of them would probably try to climb over that fence and really get in this boy's face. They're telling on themselves when they agree with this type of behavior. What have I told y'all? They are their ancestors, and how they respond to situations like this, or how they agree with situations like this, is very telling. Mind you, some of the stuff that I was telling you about when I was going over in the live, talking about how many of them were upset because Carmelo Anthony was getting all of this financial support on the Give, Send, Go. Some of the stuff I couldn't even put up on the screen because of the stuff that they were saying. I said, you just have to go to my Twitter account, and if you follow me, you'll see for yourself what they were saying, because I screenshotted a few of them and put it out there. And then you had some of them saying, "Oh, they weren't advocating for this and that." Then I was like, well, if they weren't, then why were they eager to bring up what they felt should happen, or what could happen if Carmelo Anthony went to prison for a long time? Why was that the first thing to enter into your mind then? If you weren't advocating for it, you could have said anything else, but that's one of the first things that you said, and you commented it under my post, and I saw it, and I screenshot it, and I put it out there. So in my eyes, in a lot of people's eyes, that was advocation. So don't let them sit there and twist things up. But as far as this is concerned, again, I tip my hat to the young brother for handling his business, and he didn't even have to do too much. That's the thing. He didn't have to do too much, and that still pissed this grown man, with grown man in quotations, off. All he had to do was use his words. The man felt intimidated, or he felt small, because the little boy, one, wasn't taking him seriously. He was laughing at him, so he really thought that he just took him as a joke, even though the guy was dead ass serious. Two, the guy knew he couldn't do too much to him. All he could do was talk to him to the fence. So luckily there were other people that were there, because if this wasn't recorded on video, it would have been his word against this boy, and we already know whose word they would have took. And if no one was there, he probably would have climbed over that fence. So someone being there to record this, thankfully, is what kept it where he was staying at a distance. Or if he even still tried to, if he was bold enough, then people would have put that camera would have went down, and then hands probably would have been thrown for real. So there's the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the commentary down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.